All right, welcome back to Cinder Fitness. My name is Mark, and we are going to go over today's workout. You'll be able to access this workout today. This one is going to actually be using some equipment, and I will also tell you what kind of alternate equipment you could substitute if you don't actually have barbells and whatnot at your home. So let's go ahead and get started. As always, before we get crack-a-lackin', we got to get into that warm-up, and this is just a little easy general warm-up that you can do. It's not going to require a lot of space. Like I've said before, I like to start off with squats, using those big, large muscles to get the blood pumping, get the warmth in the body. Watching our form, we're going to make sure that those knees stay behind and in line with the toes. Stick those glutes out. You don't have to go super deep at first, but you definitely want to make sure that you get as much range of motion when you're ready for it. And you'll get warm quick, you'll feel it. Add a little bit of arms to it, right? Up to the side, pull back shoulder blades. This is also known as dynamic stretching, okay? So you can get a lot out of this work. If you just go ahead, just kind of do a little bit of twist, a little bit of turn, just make sure everything's loosened up. Okay, so the first one we're gonna hit today is we're gonna do our back squats. I'm gonna do back squats with the barbell. If you have access to a barbell, awesome, rock it. If you don't, you have dumbbells, you're just gonna carry them at your side, or you can hold them up here. Make sure you always keep your shoulder blades pulled back. Awesome, rock it. If you don't, and you were a doomsday prepper, go bag, or grab your big old 50-pound bag of rice, and just hold it right here, and it would be a front squat. So it works pretty good, okay? All right, here we go. Oh, and by the way, I'm not using weights because if I did, it would be that far out, and you wouldn't see me, and you wouldn't learn the move. So let's go ahead and get our work in here. Just pretend there's like, 400 at least. All right, I'm gonna go wide. Gonna get up there. I like to place the bar in what's low carry. It's gonna be just above the ridge or on the ridge of the scapula. Abs tight, pelvic tilt, lift. I'm gonna step back, feet wide, and we're gonna take a big breath in as we come into our heels. Big breath in. Knees are behind the toes, push into the heels, come on up, reset. Come on down, okay? I'm gonna lift with my butt just for a second, just first, and then come all the way through. This low bar carry allows a better distribution of weight, I believe, for most people, myself included, and it should allow you to have more control and confidence with the lift. All right, we have our 3 sets of 12 for our barbell, our dumbbell, or our sack of rice squats taken care of. I want to go ahead and work on my hammies a little bit more, and not just that, but I also want to integrate a little bit of balance and coordination and control. So if I fall over, don't laugh. We got a bird dipper. So I'm going to come down, I'm going to extend my leg out, make sure my hips are square, and then come right back up. So if you can, you are going to just tap your toe lightly to the floor, come out, extend out, then come back up. So it's kind of like doing a little bit of a single-legged hamstring type of exercise there. And if you want, you can go ahead and you can make it crazier by putting a row in there so we can get our back. So pull back shoulder blades, keep your abs tight. We're going to go ahead and extend that back leg out first, get in position, row, come right back up. Tap or no tap, right? So if you're a bird dipper to row kind of person, and you got this like, but Mark, I need more. When you come on down, do this guy, don't touch the floor, come up, leg extension. Come down, row, come up, leg extension. That way you can go ahead and you can actually get both sides of the leg, the hammy and the thigh. And of course, we're gonna hit this guy also, 3 sets of 12 for each side. Okay guys, we're moving on to our plank jacks. We have 3 sets of 12. I want you to take a fairly wide grip with your hands. You can use your fists if you need to. And I want to make sure that you keep a neutral spine. So remember, we want to keep from saddling or dipping or letting those hips drop too low, okay? So we're here, feet together, drop them down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But then you say, but Mark, that looks crazy. I don't want to do that. That's fine. You could also go ahead and modify a little bit. You can come down, do a half push-up, get a leg out, and then push. Or you can just go ahead and get your knee push-ups. It's your discretion, just make sure you get the work in. Okay, so now that we have our chest thoroughly worked out, it's time to move on to our back, and we're gonna work on our lats, the largest muscle group of the back. And these are gonna be used, we're gonna use either these red bands here, or I will show you how it's gonna look for the machine. So let's go ahead and get on these bands. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna take this position. Arms will be a little bit on the wide side. Pull up whatever slack you need to pull up. I'm gonna pull down, and I wanna pinch my shoulder blades as much as possible and drop them. A lot of times people will come up and they'll be right here, and you're relaxing, or worse yet, you could be throwing your shoulder into a unsafe position. So drop them down, pull them down, make sure they stay down. All right, big breath in, and come on down. Okay, going wide. If you need more, you get more, okay? While we can still get out there, if you don't have bands, go to your local Target and get your bands. All right, if you have a home gym system and you're able to get into it, this is the form that I want you to focus on while we're doing our lat pull down. We just hit them with the bands, we kept our arms wide, and remember we keep the shoulders down and pulled back, the same thing. We go to as wide as I feel is comfortable. For me, that's typically like a 45-degree angle. Pull back shoulder blades, drop them down, take my seat. I'm gonna think about lifting my chest into the bar more than pulling the bar down. So I'm right here, just like that. Okay? Big breath in, a little bit of extension, but I'm not losing control of those shoulders. Exhale, get it right to the chest, big pinch at the bottom, big pinch, okay? We are hitting 3 sets of 12 for this one also, so it's just a good old-fashioned muscle building workout. Okay, so if you're following the sequence of the workout, you just got done with your lat pull down, and the secondary muscle group to that is your bicep. There are your biceps, right? So in order to work back and forth, which is one of the things I truly believe in, unless you want to really just focus on one muscle group, I'm going to do my triceps now. So I have my 2 bands here. I'm going to bring them together so I can get a little bit more extra work in. And what's going to happen is I'm going to pull back my shoulder blades, right? Drop them, and I'm going to push down. And when I do this, I'm going to move my wrist so I have a straight line all the way down. I don't want to see anybody doing this number right here and not getting full extension. So all the way up, all the way down. Make sure you get that work. Squeeze at the top of that. Okay guys, so we're moving down to the even smaller muscle groups. We've got the chest, the back, the legs, the arms. We're gonna hit those shoulders, right? I'm a huge advocate of shoulder health. I mean, it's such a mobile joint. We gotta make sure that it's strong and safe and developed. Because here's the deal. You don't work this, every other peripheral musculature system that's in there, like your traps specifically, right here, your neck also, it's gonna do the load, and we don't want that. We want the shoulder to do the load. So I'm gonna do what I call a standing snow angel squat, dumbbell raise thing. That's official. All right, palms facing forward, right, anatomical position. We're gonna drop them down, and we're gonna come up, just like that. And then come up. And everything that I've been talking about so far, and if you remember Cinder Fitness, you probably heard this. I feel like a broken record to you guys, I'm sure. Everything that we do has its purpose. So all the squats and all the recommendations, neutral spine, abs tight, knees behind the toes, it shares, those skill sets share into many other exercises. So make sure that you master those little nuances, how to do the work. If not, hire me for life and I'll take care of you. Okay, so we just knocked out those standing snow angel shoulder raises, and we did those 2 sets of 15, a little bit more endurance. Remember on those, you want to make sure your hands are facing forward, thumbs up. That's the best anatomical execution for your this move, anything that's over the head, shoulder, okay? All right, we're gonna get into the abs now, we're gonna finish it up. So we're gonna be doing our reverse crunches. We're gonna be doing our straight leg lift with a twist, trunk twist. We're gonna then move on to regular crunches, and then the chest raise. And I'll talk a little bit more about the chest raise when we get there. When we work those abs, I want volume. Now I'm just gonna demonstrate a few of them because I want you guys to be able to know what you're doing, but you think we're working 20, maybe 25 reps, pulling the abdominal wall, neutral spine, right? Unless you're laying on your back, and then we're gonna do that, a little bit of that hollow hold, a little bit of that tilt, right? We don't wanna be here, we wanna be there, okay? And I'll cue you through it. So let's go ahead and get them on. So, reverse. This one, you're gonna use your heels, you're gonna hook it, holding that crunch, and lift. Remember, we're going for about 20, okay? You may have to reposition what you're doing, but this is a reverse crunch, right? Get them up there. You might lose traction if you really go too fast, so slow down, don't be a bullet. Okay, straight legged, okay? Once again, still holding in a crunch, twist, twist, and count every one. So that would be 4, 5, so forth and so on. Now, if your back bothers you, you can, got your buddy. You can place your hands on your butt, but make sure it's under your butt, not just under your butt, okay? So we're here, under, not under, under, and that's gonna allow me to have a little bit better of a propped up position so I can do my work, okay? All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and do just like the regular crunches. Just knock them out. When I'm doing this, the reason why I have my legs on the ball is I want my legs to disengage and just relax. I want nothing in the hip. I want it all right here, spinal flexion, not hip flexion. And then finally, last one we're gonna do, after we knock out all those, is our chest raise. So I'll show you from the profile a little bit here, so you see what I'm talking about. When I see people do chest raises, I see them do this. They're like, oh, I can't stay on the ball, I'm falling over, right? You're going too far. You wanna have flexion, extension, not hyperextension. So that's the key. So if I'm here, I'm not going anywhere on the ball. I lift, and I come back down. I lift, and I come back down, okay? And it's flexion, extension, not hyperextension. There's a time and place for that, but not in today's workout. We'll go over that some other time. So there's your workout, guys. Go ahead and hit it. As always, you can access your workouts at cinderfitness.com. Email me, mark@cinderfitness.com. Hit me up on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and let's be on it together, okay? Let's take care of each other. Let's keep working out. It's important for our mind. It's important for our bodies. It's important for the people around us. Stay safe. I'll see you next time.